Man United 3, Reading 1, through to the 5th round.
Confident, classy Casemiro today.
Ooh. Confident, classy Casemiro. Ooh, I
Ran
like
the game.
that.
He ran the game today, Fleck. He ran the game today.
Yeah.
First half was brilliant, and then second half gets his 2 goals. I think it was.
Yeah.
But the first half was kind of bog standard. I remember us going to Crystal Palace the other day and looking at that tempo, and I'm thinking, oh, that tempo looks shocking. And it was a bit more of the same today, if I'm honest with you. Wan-Bissaka was good though. Throughout the whole first half, I think Wan-Bissaka was really good. Nice passes down the line into Anthony, setting Anthony away a couple of the times, and Anthony was good. I think Anthony played well. Just a lot of shots with no real return, but he was good as well today.
Do you think? Let's talk about him, right? Because obviously he got man of the match today, and a lot of fans were like, "Oh bloody hell, I didn't have him down as man of the match." Yeah. But in terms of like supporting our player, let's talk a bit of that. Do you think like he's getting a little bit of unfair criticism when he actually is getting better, or do you think the criticism that's been there, or frustration, should I say, with fans, is justified at this stage of his Man United career?
He started so well. Top performance against Arsenal, dynamic against a nemesis in Arsenal, good goal, a lot of skills, but just no end product because of it. And because of that, he's almost set the bar so high now, it's hard to replicate that. We want goals every game from you. We want 1v1s, we want energy, we want great positioning. But he was good today. Today he was good.
What was he good at?
It's the dribbling, and finally carrying the ball past players, wanting to dribble past players.
The first half, it was like good. I wanted more of that.
Yeah, and in the time, so he tried it a couple of times in the second half. He does eventually come back and cut it back, but the combinations as well. We were talking about Weghorst and the way that he helps add the little combinations. A little bit more of that today. So that's a good.
So you think he is improving?
Yeah.
Which is the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I think we have to give him this season off in terms of looking at how he can progress game after game, get consistency. A run of games as well is important for him, which is it's good that he hasn't got any competition on that side really. And he's adding shape. He's given us a better shape, pulling players out wide. Hard, he works hard. And you can see the inverted fullbacks now. You're getting that feature. That's a clear, definitive feature on that side. Wan-Bissaka coming inside, Diogo Dalot coming inside with him. Wan-Bissaka's doing well as well. Weghorst,
talk to me.
Didn't get his goal, but I like his hold up. I do like his hold up. I like his energy. You can see again clearly what he gives you. Lots of energy, good hold up play. Had a little half chance. The cutback, I think he got a cutback from Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka cuts it back to the first half. Doesn't get his foot in right. I think it slips for the shot.
Yeah, he goes for the left foot, kind of falling over. But like a proper striker's finish, he goes for. But he's in the positions, isn't it? And you can see that he's like a thoroughbred number 9, isn't it?
Yeah. At last, you're looking for that focal point. We just need to get the crossing in right for him. I think Fred's goal is one of the ones where he beats the man, gets in front of his man. That little feature, you need that in forwards. Get in front of your man and get the little tap-ins. We're not finding him well enough in the right areas. Rashford was doing it a lot as well. Little cut diagonals in, trying to break the lines into Malacia, and Malacia doing little chops and stuff. And Malacia was all right at times. A bit raw. You can tell he's raw. It was all right. I don't know what to say. The first half was just really dry. It was the second half that you become alive, and obviously Casemiro just delivers. Yeah,
he kind of stole the show at that point, didn't he? What do you think Erik ten Hag would make of that performance? Bearing in mind, we haven't seen any quotes yet or seen any or heard anything.
Yeah.
What do you think he thinks of that performance? And 2, was you surprised to see him go that strong? Because in the car on the way up, we were kind of, but actually, no, this was, you was right.
At last.
Ten Hag agrees with you this time.
Last.
Yeah.
At last, bro. I mean, so to your first point, I think he'll be upset. I mean, that first half just wasn't right. I don't know the tempo. We go into the second half, I get a hot chocolate, I come out and I'm thinking to myself, let's just see you up the tempo, Man United. There was nothing really high intensity enough for me. Rashford dribbling with the ball, a lot more dynamic in the second half, creating opportunities. Good shadow run from Casemiro to score his goal. I think Casemiro was brilliant today. But I don't know. I just Ten Hag would be upset with that second half. With the first half. The second half, he makes a lot of changes to try and change things, but
that was once it was as well. The game was in the bag when he made those changes, so he still wanted more from the players on the pitch, and it was weird because we didn't necessarily get like loads more from the players on the pitch, but we just got the moments of brilliance that just took the game away from Reading, and then obviously the red card as well.
Yeah. Carroll red card. Lindelof was suffering with Andy Carroll today. He was suffering with him today, and that was quite interesting. Somebody a lot more dynamic, strong presence. We couldn't do well against that in the back four. I think Maguire was okay, but he's doing this thing a lot of the time where he's holding players. He was
lucky when they kind of he had an arm round someone, pulled them down, then he got the ball taken off him, and they basically end up with the ball, I think. But yeah, I did see that a couple of times. I thought with the Andy Carroll one, it's like, he's big and massive, so you know those ones we just wrap round. If he flicks it on, make sure he flicks it on to nobody. You can't try. Lindelof can't try and go toe to toe with Andy Carroll and win it in the air. Isn't that going to happen?
Why is he doing that, bro? Martinez, half Lindelof's size, deals with those kind of situations a lot better, navigates it, gives the forward a little bit of space, and maybe pushes him just to put him off and all those kind of things. It's a bit weird, you know. You're the same height as him, just about. Just be smart with what you're doing, but a lot of the time, Andy Carroll being able to chest it down, get into play, get the team into play. I don't know. I like the substitutions that Ten Hag made. You know, Fred comes on, was effective, scores the goal. Nice little set for Casemiro as well.
Yeah.
Bruno assist, I think, at one stage as well.
Bruno assist just before he came off.
Bruno was poor, you know.
He was.
Bruno was poor today. He's productive in terms of putting numbers on the ball.
He always manages to do it though. It was like Bruno kind of was average, gets his assist, claps off, right, done my job. You know what I mean? And you know, and then, you know, over the season, he just has quite a lot of those types of games. But then as soon as he's not there, we're like, oh,
we can see what misses. I mean, that's the mark of a good player, I think, at times. You know, he doesn't always have to be at a top level, but still putting up the goals and assists in key moments for us. But again, was poor. You know, everyone, I think, you know, across the board wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. It really reminded me of Crystal Palace away. You know, and we've been suffering away recently, but you know, this is what happens when you can't get enough players. You know, we don't have a strong enough first team. We don't have a strong enough squad in general. So you're going to see players laboured a little bit, worried about Eriksen. See Eriksen walk down the tunnel early.
Yeah.
What did that look like? Heavy challenge from Andy Carroll. Worried about that because, you know, just in terms of rotation of the ball, keeping the ball well, Eriksen's fantastic.
Is it refreshing to see Erik Ten Hag go strong in all these competitions because he's like, I want to win?
Yeah.
Or is it more of an indication of can't really trust making too much changes?
Oh, a bit of both. But I can see why he does it for this. It's a different competition than the Nottingham Forest one.
Exactly.
So I need you to get through. I need you to get through, and let's worry about who we get next in the draw. Then deal with what's happening now. He's like that, game by game. Deal with what's happening.
Do you like that?
Now.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah, definitely, Flex, bro. Definitely. 100% agree with you. You need to be like that, ruthless in your decision making. And he's put our strong strength side. But the first half, I was thinking, this is our best side against a mid-table Reading side. You know, what is going on with the tempo? They need to. So I know that first half he'll be upset with, but you know, Kobe Manu came on good. I think he played well when he had his opportunity to come on. Garnacho again, I think that's the second kind of not brilliant game from him.
Yeah, well, he kept getting into the positions, he just couldn't find that little bit of end product, could he?
Yeah. Another one. Palestri on the other side, I think, was a lot better.
Yeah.
Palestri on the other side was a lot better, a lot more dynamic, but Garnacho right now, okay, running with the ball, loses it at times, you know, over dribbling. Cut inside, tame shot towards the goalkeeper, just right at him.
It's more reminders of why Ten Hag needs to be, you know, patient with him, and why we need to be as fans as well, because he's got a lot to prove. Who's your man of the match?
Oh, so I want to give it to Wan-Bissaka, but it has to be Casemiro. 2 goals. You know, Casemiro.
Big up, man.